Okay, I've got a delivery of this Hopcat SS 22 litre 4 gallon conical fermenter Pro. I don't know why it's Pro. Came about a week ago, still in the box. I haven't even opened it yet. I think now is the time to open it. So it's a conical fermenter. It's a small conical fermenter. They call this the baby. And I want it because I have been looking for, it must be 18 months, for a fermenter that will fit in my under counter fridge. And I don't want anything big. I don't want a flat base on it either. I want it to be conical. And it was proving difficult to find one of those until now. So let's open it up and see what it looks like. So this was £120, I think, which is supposed to be a reduced price, but that's still quite a lot. Okay, instructions. Always good getting instructions. Spare silicone seals plus the little arm. Sure, that'll become apparent what that is. I'm guessing that's something to do with the top. Well, that's probably the thermometer goes in there, I'm sure. It's very light. I mean, look at the size of the box. It's very thin. There's one of the little rubber feet that's fallen off already. Doesn't bode well. I'm not sure how that goes on. Looks like that. Okay. Well, straight away, it's looking pretty good from the outside. That's kind of what it looks like from the outside. Very nice. Very nice. I'd like to know how much trouble I'm going to get in a 20 litre batch. Probably won't fit 20 litres, let's be honest. It's supposed to be 22 litres full, but I have my doubts. And then that's kind of what the lid looks like, so let's crack her open and see. Okay, airlock stuck in the end underneath it. That's kind of what we're looking at there. Nice. Fairly solid. And then inside, okay, that's what we're looking inside now. It does have these kind of, see the little marks on the outside where they've welded it, clearly. So that, you can see them all in there. I mean, we could do without that, but I think they're all like that. So we just have to put up with it. Not ideal, but I mean, it's not the prettiest thing for sure, but I suppose if it works, as long as it doesn't rust and the welds hold, and that's really all that matters, I suppose. And then down, say that trub has a big hole down the bottom. The trub to go out. It'll be interesting to see how that works exactly. Never used one of these before. I've always wanted to, well, with the conical basically, because all the fermenters, they're only plastic at the minute, but basically heavily hop beers, you can see the trub sitting down. When the top's really low, you're basically, you want it really low to get more beer off it, but if you've got too many hops in there, it all clogs up. Unless you use a bag, and even when you use a bag, you still get it clogged up. So that's why I want the trub. To be able to remove the trub. Plus then that's clean yeast as well too, so So far so good. Let's see. I don't think there's anything else, is there? I'm expecting to get a thermometer with this, but I don't see one, unless it's in here. Yeah, it's probably in here. Starting to panic there. Starting to panic. Okay. That's what we're looking at there. You can see just holding it. It's how hot I am. I'm so hot. Okay, so presumably yeah, there's a nut on it, so that'll go through like that. Question is, what do we do with this? What do we do with that? I don't know, but now I'm intending to use this without an airlock, as I normally do. I never use airlocks. Can't really see the point in them. So if I put the airlock on, basically it's not going to fit in the fridge, I don't think. But it should fit in like that. Let's find out. Let's find. I measured this before I bought it, so I know it should fit in, but you just never know. There's always a risk. I've got a beer in the fridge now, so I'm going to have to take that out. Okay, so this is the fermenting fridge here. And that's obviously permanently in place. Maybe give it a good clean at some point. You've caught me out there. Okay, this is the big test. Is this bloody thing going to fit? It had better. Oh, look at that. Absolutely perfect, yes. And there's plenty of space around it. So yeah, that is good. That is very good. Okay. How much does it hold then? That's the next question. Okay, that's a thermometer fitted now. And then I'll show you inside. See the thermometer sticking through there? That is the racking arm. There was no instructions as to what that should do, so I just presume that's the way it should be. Just noticed there's a couple of little dents there, you see them on the feet. It's not going to be a problem though, I suppose. But yeah, I'm guessing that's the way that's supposed to be. I don't know. Okay, we're not quite hitting the rim there, but that is just under 20 litres. Still got the other little bit in the other pot. Yeah, it's supposed to hold 22 litres to the top, and it's supposed to ferment 20 litres beer, but that is not true. That's absolutely not true. So we're obviously going to have to brew a little bit shorter than that. So 18 litres, maybe 17 litres, I don't know. I need to see what that looks like. In fact, let's have a look at what that looks like now. Okay, that's about 18 litres there. So we are definitely down a little bit. It's a little bit uncomfortable, I would say. Let's take another litre of it and see what it looks like then. That is 17 litres there. So I would be comfortable fermenting in that. 17 litres. The beer I've got on at the minute is actually an 18 litre batch. So okay, so just to finish off, I'm going to give it a clean now. So that's going to be just with like fairy liquid or some dishwashing liquid. And then we'll give it an oxy bath. That's about 40 degrees odd. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do the RoboBrew as well at the same time. And then we'll rinse it off, and then we'll sanitize it before I use it. So the good points, there's good and bad. The good points, as always, good points is it's nice to look at. It fits into the fridge perfectly. Plenty of space. It's light. It's very light when you're carrying, even when it's full, when you're carrying it, because it's so narrow, it's like easier to move. Whereas with a full fermenter and your hands are wider, it's like when you're doing lats, you know, that type of thing. Bodybuilders will tell you it's a lot harder, but it's easier because the weight is closer to your body. That's the good bits. The bad bits is basically that That is not true. There's no way in hell can anyone on earth fit 22 litres into that thing. Absolutely not. So that's a pain. That's a real pain. I mean, I can accept a couple of litres less, okay, but if we're talking like 17 litre brews, and whatever you're going to lose to trub, say a litre, if you're lucky, 2 litres maybe, you know, you're down to like 15 litres there. 15 litres and then the keg. I wouldn't absolutely not go below that. 15 is the absolute bare minimum. So yeah, that's a bit of a pain, especially when it tells you that there's 22 litres. It's not 22 litres, come on, absolutely not. Okay, just a quick update then on the Hopcat fermenter. So I've just finished the first brew on it. It took like a week to ferment out. I don't know if that has anything to do with the fermenter or not, but yeah, look at that. So yeah, that shows exactly where it's going up to. So I think the 17 litre brew is pretty much perfect for this. It's not 22 litres, that's for sure. Okay, that's where it's ended up as well too, down the bottom. That is just perfect, the way that has ended. So I'm very pleased about that. It was very easy to basically put the siphon tube in there and drain it off. Very clear wort. Now the only thing that I noticed was when I was pulling it out of the fridge, look, one of the rubber feet kind of came off, and they're quite easy to pull off, these things, which is a bit of a pain. I'm not sure what has happened to that, why it's all kind of misshapen, but I'm not entirely sure whether it was like it maybe when I was putting it in or something like that, because it's like, so it was kind of over the top of the heater there. So I might need to look at the position of that heater, or what I'm going to do, but other than that, everything was great. So yeah, all in all, it's pretty good. It's just the volume thing that's not great. Also, I should say, is I was putting the probe from the Inkbird straight down in there, so it was going into the actual wort, and then just covering it basically with a little bit of, like that bit of tin foil there. That was it. So that worked really well too. So yeah, I'm quite happy. But yeah, still the thing about the volume. Did I mention that? I don't know if I mentioned that. It's not 20 litres, no way.